right. Welcome to my live performance here in my kitchen. I return to the very spot I have been so many dozens of times. And I continue on my journey while trying to stop asking myself the question of when are you going to give up? And the answer is just so unpleasant to even consider that I just remind myself it is my duty, it is my honor, it is my purpose to play music. It always has been and it always will be. And that makes me a very strange person in a lot of ways. So I'm here to openly defend myself as a openly weird person. Yes, I got my double capos on. Boom. Hello, Checo. Hello, Checo. Welcome from Italy. Thank you for joining me. I'm in Vermont in the United States. And I know the stakes. I'm trying to play my heart out. I don't know if it comes through. I don't know if I'll ever make it through. Nice, guitar's a great instrument. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the good words, the kind words. They mean a lot to me. You have no idea. They're replacing the negative voices in my head. And I consider my life a lifelong therapy session. Hello, thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a good night. Chelsea, hello. Thank you for joining me at the Wayne Burton Music Hour. I absolutely am trying to not let the inner critic win. It's very strange to live with all these negative thoughts. I'm trying to tame them. And all I know is I have a long way to go till I reach the promised land. Where were you when the walls came down? You can believe your mind, it's in the sound. And I know I've made mistakes before. As time moves on, I know I'll make so many more. know I've got a long way to go. I know I will try. Your channel, I will definitely check it out. I will check out your channel. I promise to give every video a proper listen. I won't have any distractions. Maybe I will be working on a painting or a drawing while I listen to your words or your music or both. I look forward to checking it out. Thank you so much for your kindness and your empathy, your encouragement. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. And if you could do me a favor and share this video. I'm just a dude in his kitchen, as anti-AI as they go. You see, I love computers. I'm addicted to them. And while I'm alive, I want to leave behind the best I could do. Just a pick on a string, 6 strings, and a mission. You don't want to be like me. What I think you want to be is yourself. And there's probably a part of you that's scared of being yourself. I have learned enough at this point in my life to know that everyone carries with them some amount of pain. And that pain could be brutal, or that pain could be pretty tame by comparison. Just practice being yourself, but don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to question yourself. All you have to do with guitar is just realize that it's simple. It's not as hard as you think. All I'm doing is lifting a finger and it makes a chord. I think that's amazing. Serving your country is an amazing thing. My hat is off to you. Keep up the great work. You have some time to think it over. Whatever you pick, you will excel in. You will become a changed person for the better. This is true. I have a plan, you see. And it's secret, but I'm revealing it right now. See, I'm a small potatoes guy in a small state. Whoa, I hope you were joking. Everybody's gotta love each other at least 25% of the time. We all agree that would be helpful, right? We don't have to love each other every second of every day. That is to deny our true nature. Humans are predictable and simple, yet complex and insanely unique. And I just want to remind people of the fact that we get to be here for however long we have. And I think that's what drives me crazy about music, is that it is so temporary, so ephemeral. It's a moment that I can't actually record, except for the memory of it. And the memory is a good one. I hope my neighbors don't hate me. They probably do. I'm going to go ahead and okay, go. Okay, go. Pull your shattered self together. They'll never see you fall again. Rise above the weather. Count backwards from 10. You're running away, but you're on an island. You don't even know who I am. Don't give it away, you're only yesterday's. Now you're face down in the sand. Stars will pull you upwards. Lay your battered body down. What more could you offer? I build your secret cities deep underground. I had a great weekend, thank you, Freda. I hope you did as well. Thank you for tuning in tonight, where I play whatever comes into my head. Out of nowhere a song will appear, and it feels so crazy to have all the power. If I finish the song or stray into other songs or ideas, halfway through or 3/4 of the way along. Why would I choose to make such a change as to distastefully rearrange? Oh, stars will pull you upwards. Lay your battered body down. What more could you offer? I see you here and here all around. That's an interesting question, and the answer is yes, but with caveats, some major caveats. I'm happiest when I'm playing music for you. Playing music for you. Playing music for you. Playing music for you is my favorite thing to do. I love playing music for you. Yes, I know I'm so happy you're back. Thank you for joining me as I go on a journey, basically a highway with no guardrails and 285,000 lanes. I can basically let the car just roll in any direction I want and not live in fear I'll crash into anything. That's what my mind is like sometimes. It's weird to describe, but I hope it rhymes. Pollux, thank you. I hope I have a peaceful I'm trying to superimpose a peaceful state of mind and ignore the stressful states of mind that I succumb myself to all too often. So this is my therapy. It's growing and I'm so excited. I am so excited that I have set myself up for something that is trying to run a marathon when your legs feel like cement, because ultimately I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers, or 10,000, or 100,000, or 1 million, or 10 million. But I know I have to be careful what I wish for. I will always have to remember this very moment. I'm doing extremely well this evening, and I'm glad you guys are too. Because I know music is supposed to be my peaceful state, the state that I breathe the most. And it takes some concentration on my part, and I don't handle that extremely well all the time. But I do want to have it on the record that if I do get to 10 million, my humble beginnings are documented from day one. And there is no faking this particular analog/digital process. It feels like I'm trying to say to the world that analog is one of the true golds that we should cherish. And when I hear music in the flesh, I cherish it for sure. Yes, you're right, it's a marathon. But I've run 3 marathons 10 plus years ago. And a couple of them were a really hard struggle. Good. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling all right too. I've heard riding a motorcycle is a wonderful time to meditate. You gotta concentrate. Your life is on the line. You gotta be watching the road ahead, the weather, the conditions, the traffic. You gotta know where you're going. You gotta be prepared for what is difficult to prepare for. So you're on high alert, yet you have to be in a 5th gear. And maybe that's what music is for sure. I think everyone, if there's anything that I've learned, it's that everyone has a bit of pain within them. And that pain is unique to that person. That volume of pain, that severity of pain, that repetition of pain. But there is also within every one of us a desire to be somewhat hypnotized. And music hypnotizes people in a way that is so powerful that I hear it in my head at all times, and sometimes it feels like 1,000 symphonies playing at once. And it is difficult to tame my thoughts and make things more simple. So I think about constantly how crazy it is that I haven't released my album. And it is very clearly because of fear and self-doubt. And because of money. Because I work a day job and I can barely afford this apartment that I'm in. So desperation and desire make an interesting combination. And music is the most fun thing, the most interesting thing to me. And having this album in my head for months, unheard by anybody, it drives me nuts because at some point, obviously, I need to put it on a CD and stream it. And the saddest part to me, the darkest part, the thing that I fear most is that someone would listen to it, fast forward through the first 3 seconds of every song, skip through the whole album and be like, ugh, and hear no song that captures their attention. Because I think of it as all or nothing. I think if you don't like one song, you're not going to like any of the other songs. And the album represents freedom in a lot of ways. If I were to condense the past 6 years of my life, there were pockets of like complete isolation and freedom where I would record music all weekend long if I didn't have my kids or no one else was around. And it took me forever to figure out which songs to finish. It took me forever to finish those songs. And when I say forever, what I really mean is a year and a half, because I was going in for 3 to 4 hours every Tuesday. And it killed me to have the album not done, even though I know it's not really that smart to think of an album as a collection of songs that you release all at once. It's very easy to release one song at a time. I know that. But in my head, I have an all or nothing. I want it to be finalized, boom, everything at once. So maybe the garbage songs are camouflaged by the better songs. Which is a weird way of putting it. So, yes, I'm sitting on the album, and this is the first song on the album, and I wrote it, tap the screen, yes. Thank you so much. It's true. Remember the ladies at the bar. So this one is called Stars Anew. Let the clutch out and go, my son. You don't have any time to waste. You're only here for so long. And maybe I can leave my worries behind. I left my worries behind. Haven't seen you since Chicago, and New York was out of sight. Then came LA and we were on our way to the city made of light. I don't know how we got there. We were lost if you ask me. It feels so good, no, it doesn't seem fair if you die in heaven when you're already there. I'm so glad to be here with you. When you learn to let go, you see stars in the moon. Nice. here. You are so awesome. Thank you for your kind words. I know it feels like forever. This will end closer to never. Stars anew shine on you. I know it feels like forever. This will end closer to never. Stars anew shine on you. I've made amends with my broken past. Forgave whoever I used to blame. Learn to believe nothing will last if you never change, and you always stay the same. Pain can feel so misunderstood, but don't give up. There's plenty of time. Your light will shine where your pain once stood. Look into my eyes, you're gonna be just fine. There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. Pain can feel so misunderstood, but don't give up. There's time. Your light will shine where your pain wants to. Look into my eyes, you're gonna be just fine. When you learn to let go, you see stars anew. When you learn to let go, you see stars anew. When you learn to let go, you see stars anew. Yeah! All right. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your excellent comments, your wonderful words. They mean a lot to me, I swear, with all of my heart. And, yeah. How about if I switch it up just a little bit? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Spread the word. Subscribe. Let all your friends know. Come on, let's do this. Think of me as a preacher that you're pulling out of the ground that was a seed that got enough sunlight and water to try to spread its plant branches and shade and nutrients and all of that. Stretch the metaphor. It could have been you, it should have been me, or anyone in between. Our little schemes we've had going for a decade or so. We made a little money, life as sweet as honey. Got a million more miles to go. I got 10 long years till I find my home. Preacher man told me so. I will rise above broken sky. I can see the future in your eyes, in your eyes. No, I can't hear you, but I know what you're saying. Your body's here, but your soul's not staying. Every day feels like your last when you're living in the past. I can't hear you, but I know what you're saying. Your body's here, but your soul's not staying. Every day feels like your last when you're living in the past. I will rise above broken sky, and I can see the future in your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes. I can see my demise in your eyes. It could have been you, it should have been me, or anyone in between. Our little schemes we've had going for a decade or so. We made a little money, life is sweet as honey, got a million more miles to go. I got 10 long years till I find my home. Preacher man told me so. I will rise above broken sky, and I can see the future in your eyes, in your eyes. This is where the symphony would come in, revealed by a curtain raising high above. And all of a sudden, I am joined by a thunderous wall of sound, saving the very lowest of strings for the 16th time through this progression. But right around now, some violins would be going. I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright. I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright with waiting. is your day. You're gonna find another way to change your mind from wrong to right, and suffer through another night. Seeing you, seeing me, sonar light, it's out of sight. I will rise above the broken sky, and I can feel the future in your eyes, in your eyes. Da, da, da. I will rise above the broken sky. I can see the future in your eyes. Who are you to wonder? Who are you to care? I may be blind, but I'll see you there. I know you'll be there for me. Da, 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 da. Hello, Candace Denton. Thank you for stopping by. I will try to keep the peaceful, easy feeling going. It is a manifested state of mind, no doubt in a reaction to my other states of mind that tend to be a little bit more stressed out. I don't function well as a musician. I mean, I function in this capacity well, but every other capacity, like promotion, like business sense, like getting things done, not the best, not number one, not even the top 3, not even the top 10. So I just have to keep working at what I know I can do and what I know I can control. And what I can control is my fingers on the strings and the thoughts in my mind. Because I say to myself, all right, what are you going to play? Something that's going to make you sad? Well, you better be prepared. You better be ready for if the tears come. Thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate that. I like being a small musician, but I'm getting tired of it, if you know what I mean. I got kids to feed. I got rent to pay. So I would like to get like 5% bigger. And if my story becomes a fun one to tell people, then I'm okay with that. 48 years old. You're right. You're right. I most certainly have an idea of perfection, and I absolutely do suffer with an affliction of worrying where perfection stops and just being happy with it begins. Because just being happy with it is the form of perfection, in that it is like a conversation that I get to have, but I say the same sentences. But I say them to different people, and the whole goal is that different people interpret it different ways, and hopefully like it and sing along. Ultimately, I want to experience what it is like to lead people through a journey, through a bunch of songs that they can sing along with, and while they are there, they are allowed to feel free. We are all allowed to feel free a certain percentage of the time. It's true. Being broke makes you act in different ways, think in different ways. And for me, I think I find it as a certain form of self-hypnosis for sure. That I convince myself something isn't stressful, even though I know I should be very worried and taking action about something. I did something I haven't done in like 20 years, and I ordered a magazine. And on that magazine, which was Rolling Stone, was Noah Kahn on the cover. Because I wanted to read the article, partially because I heard a rumor that one of my comments to his Facebook posts or Instagram posts was highlighted in the article, but it wasn't. So I'll get that out of the way. But the article was wonderful to read, and it reminded me that everyone has a beginning. That's all there is to it. And my beginning could be condensed into a few decades and a few sentences if I wanted it to. Because I could consider it a waste of time to dwell any longer on a particularly unproductive version of my mind. Just put it on a train and just send it off into the distance with no brakes. I don't care if there's like a descent into the ocean. Get rid of it. What does it do me? What does it serve me? Who is my favorite musician if I had to pick one of all time? Trey Anastasio from Phish. And I know my shit. It's not an opinion that I settle upon lightly. I have studied that man for many years. And everything that I have seen from him indicates that life can get better and better and better and better. And that, to me, is a light at the end of my own tunnel. Thank you for coming back. I was talking about my musical idol. If there was one person, one musician artist in the world alive that I could meet right now, it would be Trey Anastasio. And if I could pick a second, it probably would be Noah Kahn. Because I love his music. It hits me in weird places that I am so happy that I have an album that serves as a totem pole to this particular period of my life. Because now when I hear his songs, I can remember to these moments where I was like, I'm so glad this music is playing. So with Trey, I started watching him 30 years ago. And listened to him over and over, day in, day and night, all weekend sometimes, in the car, doing homework, listening, sometimes with my friends, sometimes alone. And I had no internet and no phone, so I would just sit at my desk and listen to these songs. And Trey is just one of the 4 guys in the band, and all of them are my idols. But my task was to pick one, and I don't like being loosey-goosey sometimes. I like being affirmative and very firm with certain things. And his guitar playing to me is godlike. His career to me is godlike. His personality to me is godlike. His state of mind, his control of his mind is godlike. And God is a complicated word, I get it. It has an incredible amount of interpretations, but in my particular description, it just means somebody that I look at and I can't even believe they're my same species. They feel like did they descend from an alien spacecraft and just clone a human, put him back on Earth without any self-doubt? Obviously he has self-doubt. And I'd like to talk to him about all of that. Anyway, I talk a lot sometimes, I blab too much, but I like finishing it on that note. That if I could ever close my eyes and have my vision come to life, I would have a band behind me of my dreams, playing songs that were very easy and not stressful to remember, especially for people who I have watched be tried and true musicians, where they learn a song sometimes the day before, and they count on their skills and their confidence and their absolute attention to quality to bring them through their live performance. And I've seen it many, many, many times, sometimes hundreds of times, the same song played flawlessly, all of them flawlessly, over and over again. I will listen through just to listen for differences. Some of their songs I have memorized, not musically, as in I can't play them because I'm lazy, but in my head, and when I watch them, I'm always mesmerized by where their mind is while they are playing. And I think that is such an allure for me. That is such a powerful allure, that they have done the one thing that I've always wanted to do, which is take people on a journey every night. They don't play through a stagnant set list every night with like lighting cues and everything. It is quite literally the manifestation of something unique that will never exist exactly that way ever again, and it never has existed in that exact way. Because they will play songs differently every night, and sometimes they won't play songs for years. And when a song comes back, it sends ripples throughout the geeks like me. And there are many, many people out there that have many different interpretations of Fish. They found them halfway through their life, or just recently. I have lived with them for 30 to 35 years, and I hear all of them in my head when I'm playing my songs. And I have had these visions over and over again that I get to jam with them and feel like it's really entertaining for them just to do something different. Because it's not hard. The songs aren't stressful to learn. Maybe they're too easy. I think there is some kind of connection in the universe that is divine. I think we are all in the same spider web, where one time a reverberation can make its way through the different strands of web. And I think we are all connected in a way that it's difficult for us to describe, but we do interpret it even at a subconscious level. That is my belief. And I'm not saying it's 100% of the time. I'm saying that everything is percentages. Everything, in my opinion. So I think music represents for me a summoning of something that is absolutely needed in the moment. I could be in a really sad state of mind, but if I play this song, it's a version of audio antidepressant, or as I like to think of it, a pro-happiness. Because if we think of it as pro-happiness, my biggest fear? That's a good question. My biggest fear is probably that I'll make a mistake that leads to some kind of injury for my children. Like if I crash the car with them in it. Or I drop something out a window by accident and it hits them. Death can be sudden and brutal sometimes, and I think that is, if I had to pick a number one, that would be number one. Their safety, but at the same time letting them learn to be independent. Oh my gosh, it is such a difficult path to walk. I know I'm not very good at it, but they are camping tonight, and I am here home in my kitchen, playing for people that I adore. And you're right, life can change in it. Okay, thank you for tuning in. God bless you as well. Have good dreams. Wake up thinking good things. Oh, I gotta light a candle, you know. You know, what would I do without the candle? Boom. He's back, and we're moving a piano tomorrow. Hopefully a piano that isn't a billion pounds. We're moving it into a sort of a practice performance art space on the waterfront of Burlington. And hopefully I get to play that piano pretty often, because I have been talking for months about a high quality piano stream. And it's just a matter of funding right now. It's just funding. I know. I should take out a loan from the bank or something. I should take that risk. I don't even know if I could get a loan, unfortunately. So I gotta earn this shit for myself. And it's become a small part-time job, but I really, really want it to grow somehow. And I don't know how to make it grow. I just know that I'm just going to keep playing. Fund Peter Wayne, FWB, FPW, 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 Fund Peter Wayne. If he could pay his rent without worrying every week, that would make him a happier man. And he might make more music, and it might not even suck. FPW, FPW. I know you know what I'm gonna say. I lost my mind somewhere along the way, and I find myself in the kitchen. I'm thinking my heart's on a shelf, but life is bitchin'. FPW, FPW. I'm so tired of wondering what my voice is gonna sound like. I'm talking about the voices in my head. I'm learning to silence them one day at a time, until my brain is all mine again. FPW, FPW. He's so tired of being desperate. That's a similar song. And it's funny, I have songs that sound the same. I'm ripping myself off and you don't even know it, because I haven't showed it. and sing. I said, hey, what's your name? What's your game? Never mind, I don't care. I said, hey, what's your deal? How do you feel with your hands off the wheel? All I am is caught in the middle. All I see is snow coming down, way down south. Lay your body down. I'm not the one who became the usurper. Lay your body down. I'm not the one who became the usurper. I said, hey, what's your name? What is your game? Never mind, I don't care. I said, hey, what is your deal? How do you feel? Never mind, I don't care. All I am is caught in the middle. All I see is snow coming down, way down south. That's right. Or do a new hybrid song on the spot. And this is the only time I ever hybridize 2 or 3 or 4 particular songs. I am trying to emulate my heroes because they do not do the same performance twice, which requires a certain amount of insane fortitude on their part. You know what I mean? Peter Wayne covering a Peter Wayne. That's right, this song is by this dude named Peter Wayne, and he liked to spin around in his chair and pretend like that's a normal thing to do. He also needed to stand up and stretch his legs a little bit. You know what I mean? Walk around. Stupid chair, I hate you so much. Just kidding, I love your chair. You serve such a wonderful purpose. Do-do-do-do. This one's called Judge and Jury. Yes, exactly. And I've seen the future, and we're doing just fine. And I've seen the future, where our choices feel divine. You don't need their mercy, all you need is time. You will be the judge and jury, the voices in your mind. 'cause he gave it to me. I know what love is, 'cause it set me free. You don't need their mercy, all you need is time. You will be the judge and jury of the voices in your mind. I don't know which way I'll go. I need you to know you will never ever be alone. I need you to know you will never ever be alone. You don't need their mercy, all you need is time. You will be the judge and jury, the voices in your mind. I don't know which way I'll go. All I need you to know, you are never ever alone. I will always be here now. Oh, na 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 na. Do 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 do. If you lose your way, you know where to find me. If you choose to stay, you'll always remind me. Ooh, of life I never left behind. Why do you live life in fast forward when you can't rewind? I don't know which way I'll go. I'll figure it out when I get there. All right. Move around, move around. Moving around is good. People like that. I'm wearing my crappy shoes tonight. Crappy shoes, crappy chair night. I'm going all in lately. I'm putting it all on the line. I hope that's abundantly clear. Probably not. I'm a man on the mission. I'm a man on a mission. I'm a man on the only mission. The only mission anyone would undertake if they could. Be a healer for thousands. I think we all have certain curiosities about our own abilities to help ourselves and to help others. And everything ebbs and flows at all times. So in those times that I feel like this is my moment, I'm not going to waste it. At least I'm going to try not to. Yes, you're right. Boom. I like covering Peter Wayne. It's fun. What was I gonna do? I forget what I was gonna do. I'm black and white, look at me. This is white stripe. I did not do that intentionally, but now it's forever engraved. Engraved upon the eternal internet, of which I am joining, of which I am using to broadcast from. And what song was I going to play? Oh. Yeah, sometimes my songs sound like each other and I totally butcher them, but the whole point is to hide my butchering. Hide my mistakes by repeating them. And if I fall off the wagon and can't remember the song I was playing, just jump into another one. Don't worry about it too much. Peter Wayne rocks. He's the best. Everybody should subscribe to him. Tell him that he's the best. But not too much. You want his head to get too big. You don't want his ego to get out of control. You want a healthy ego, not a powerful. I mean, powerful in a certain way, I suppose. Is the ego channeling me to play my instrument for the people? Because I know how fun it is and how good it feels? Yes. But I battle my ego all the time. And this song, I think I was playing in F. Allow me one more rearrangement. Why two capos? Because I have so many left over from when I made 10,000 of these, printed for the turn when it went from 1999 to 2000. Why two capos? Yeah. They didn't sell all that great, and I just have so many of them left. Oh, that dude. Yeah, I heard that. I heard he saved over 100 families one night after another. Suspiciously set, but he saved them all. It was a wonderful indication of his character. Wow. Yeah, that Peter Wayne. Gotta watch out for that guy. He'll make some decisions that impact your life, including writing the song "The Treasure," which goes a little something like this. Yesterday I felt my heart slow down, finding it hard to keep my feet on the ground. I can feel you all around, and I thank God for the treasure I found, for the treasure I found. When she told me she was leaving, I said, baby, please don't go. She said, hey, baby, I need you to know I'll be with you, to the end. down the line. Stay here for one more night. We lost the war, but still we fight for who we love, for who we've lost. I will fight no matter the cost. I will fight no matter the cost. Yesterday I felt my heart slow down, finding it hard to keep my feet on the ground. I can feel you all around. I thank God for the treasure I found. When she told me she was leaving, I said, baby, please don't go. She said, hey, baby, baby, I need you to know, and I'll be with you till the end of time. That day will come further down the line. Yesterday I felt my heart slow down, finding it hard to keep my feet on the ground. I can feel you all around. I thank God for the treasure I found. I thank God for the treasure I found. I thank God for the treasure I found. Oh. Hey-oh. So yeah, that one's called The Treasure, and that's not on the album. A lot of my songs are not on the album. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you so much. Oh, I have so much work to do. It's not even funny. I need to get access to a really good studio, really good producers and engineers. And I need to bring my truest vision to light. And I want to do it with your help, like a crowdsource kind of situation. Because I don't know, I'm stuck. I stuck myself in a bad financial spot. But I know what I do can earn me more, but I don't know how to make the steps happen. I'm playing live every week, I'm live streaming all the time, and I'm not writing anything new except during the live performances, sometimes I'll do something I've never done. What's the darkest song I have woken? Well, I have some themes to some of the songs, sort of are like cousins to each other. And sometimes I go through songwriting themes where I write about the same thing, except from different perspectives. And one is called Stars Pull You Upwards. And the second verse is, Father drowned in the river, Mother was lost at sea. Sometimes I wish I was with her, but I can swim, just look at me. So that's probably the darkest thing, in my opinion, because it deals with a lot of dark themes all at once. Roten Too Cool. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it is. That's why it goes silent in my head for chunks of time. But I think it's one of those songs, as with most of the songs that I play, I hear the orchestra or the band or even the one or two other instruments playing along. And I have to learn to conquer my worry and just make things happen. It's difficult to do for me. But if I had a bassist and a drummer at my disposal close by, practicing 2 to 3 times a week would be wonderful. And then hopefully getting 2 to 3 gigs a week. But that's a lot of work and time. But if I didn't have a day job, I'd have more time for it, but let alone my band, obviously. So I'm shooting for the stars. I'm absolutely talking gibberish. I am stumbling and fumbling my way through attempting to make my dreams come true. Anyway, this song, I'll just play the whole thing. I think I've messed with it a little bit already tonight, but it's supposed to start quiet and build, and by the end have this huge thing. Yes, visual mind of mine is very busy. At the end of this song, the lights and the strings would mimic each other in terms of like how things would grow. And the jam is just like a... Pull your shattered self together. They'll never see you fall again. Rise above the weather. Count backwards from 10. You're running away, but you're on an island. You don't even know who I am. Don't give it away, you wrote me yesterday. Now I'm face down in the sand. Stars will pull you upwards. Lay your battered body down. What more could you offer? I build your secret cities deep underground. Father drowned in the river. Mother was lost at sea. Sometimes I wish I was with her, but I can swim, just look at me. Stars will pull you upwards. Lay your battered body down. What more could you offer? I feel you here and all around. Oh my God. Oh my God. Lay your battered body down. What more could you offer? Build your secret cities deep underground. Rock and roll, thank you. I got my sweet pink thermos here. Thank you so much. Is there anything cooler than a pink thermos? Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for sharing this madness. Thank you for tuning in for however long you can. Come on back. I'm going to be going tomorrow night on the piano tomorrow night. I'm going to try to make it as good a session as I possibly can. Wednesday night, I'm not sure. Things in the summertime are a little bit weird. But I try to stick to a schedule. And usually Monday nights, I'm here because I don't have the kids and I don't have to work tomorrow, so it works out. I'm less stressed. I get to have my routine, watch stupid videos, eat pizza, and go to bed and wake up tomorrow and be like, all right, let's do some chores and stuff I've been putting off. Get things done. What a concept, Peter. I hope it does heal soon. Oh, I gotcha. I just misinterpreted that. I don't know the Beatles all that well. I love a lot of their music. You know my routine, that's okay. I'm happy to share it, if you can bear it. I know some people think it's kind of lame, but I love it just the same. It doesn't hurt nobody. But I wonder if I could face the masses in front of me. I wonder if I could handle the responsibility. Will I buckle under the pressure, or will I shine like a beacon of light in an otherwise dark sky? Will I sing the most silly things at inopportune times? Yes, and that's okay. That's the whole point, is to try to make it new, try to make it different, something that I'm not glued to, something that I can change, I can rearrange, and ignore things altogether. I won't let my mind crumble under the darkest of weather. I will dance in the rain, I will sing in the sky, I'll have fun in the sun, and I know why. Yes, I know that time is running out. That's okay, we can scream and shout and survive as long as we possibly can. We are vibrations after all. We are meant to be felt, and music is both the beacon and the antenna. It's both things at once. It's broadcasting and receiving. Sometimes it takes me time to interpret what reality truly is. Say hello. I will always try to show my gratitude, so give me some latitude. That sounded kind of harsh, but I meant it as more or less a tortured rhyming scheme that I come with up with on the spot. It's sort of my trademark thing to invent things I'm gonna sing about in the moment. And I hope no one else has this melody, and if they do, I hope they know it's an homage, because I too want to do the best I can and write songs people can sing along with. Yes, I want to do my best, better than most of the rest, but obviously not all. PWB, FPW, FPW, FP, Fund Peter Wayne. Will you please help Peter Wayne not lose his mind? He's afraid of going insane, because he has to work a day job which he likes, but he knows he has to improve the percentage of his performances. He has to play a percentage point longer, play a little bit longer. FPW, 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 FPW. It's like an FPW. FPW in the house. There you go. I mean, I don't know if that sound looks weird, probably. Maybe it's this way. F, P, or P, W in the house. Help Peter. F, help fund Peter Wayne. Help FPW in the house. Help him buy a house where he can make music for the masses as often as humanly possible. I'm talking like 6 to 8 hours a day, at least for a little. Why, when people can clip whatever they want, they can snip it up, and I will just consider it a down payment on helping me pay my bills by joining the FPW movement. And it is not fuck Peter Wayne, it is actually fund Peter Wayne. He could have pallets chest high of ginger ale loaded into enormous refrigerators and kept at very chilly degrees and treated like fine wine. So when I got to have my ginger ale, it was ice cold and delicious, but I would soon find it better to have homemade ginger ale. That is part of my mission, is to have my own ginger ale that really is delicious, and it has a spiciness to it because it has real ginger in it. It has a spiciness to it because it has a real kick. It has a spiciness. That's why I love FPW. F. Peter Wayne is also a version I don't mind saying. F. Peter Wayne. He's got a malfunctioning brain, so fund Peter Wayne. Fund PW. Help Peter Wayne make it through. FPW, Fund Peter Wayne. Fund Peter Wayne. Help the universe become a better place. Maybe that's overstating it a little bit, but I needed to get your attention, because attention is hard to come by. So maybe someone someday will listen to this broadcast and wonder, I wonder what he was thinking. Maybe he could never make his dreams come true. But maybe he just wants to say they've already come true. Just being here with you is a dream come true. Just being with you right here, I swear. How dare you never, ever thank yourself for being insanely awesome. Or maybe you have, and I'm just making assumptions. Maybe my brain is particularly messed up, but yes, Fund Peter Wayne, please help Fund Peter Wayne. He's got so many things he wants to do, like talk about himself in the third person, as if that's a normal thing to do. But maybe it's a necessary part of the equation. Wanted FPW. Spread the word and let's get moving, because I have a lot to do in a short period of time. Yes, I know, you know it's true. I think I'm waiting far too long to truly help this mission along. They say it's a good technique to use when you're talking about yourself sometimes, in the right situation and right company, I suppose. Practice the art of removing yourself from your own head, because there may be some drawbacks, but there's also some benefits to it. And I don't know if I am reaping the benefits or if I'm still waiting to find out if there are benefits. But I enjoy not really knowing, and the confusion is somewhat entertaining to me. So, I'm going to play a few more songs this evening. I really appreciate you tuning in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for all your kind words. I am grateful for your life, for your existence. The world is grateful, and the reverberations that you have had on me, and I hope that I have had on you, I want them to carry throughout the future, somehow, some way. Someday, people chop it up, edit it, make it sound better, make it into... I don't know how to do any of this stuff. But I want to feel like I am putting my best foot forward, because I know there are a million voices screaming at me on the internet. I'm not exactly... a lot, I believe. A ton more hours, I think. I think it's either getting to 1,000 subscribers, or I'm not even like 100,000. I don't even know. I should know these things, right? See, these are the pieces that I'm missing, that reveal to you the disenabler of motivation that I am to myself. I don't know. I don't know how many hours I have left to monetization. I remember looking at the number and thinking it was a lot. Yeah. Well, Peter Wayne has been on a journey. Peter Wayne has been through a marriage. Peter Wayne has been through the birth of 2 children. Peter Wayne has been through getting fired from a high-level job to working slicing meat 60 hours a week. Peter Wayne has gone on to manage a restaurant, and Peter Wayne became a medical assistant. And all that time, Peter Wayne was working on songs and music, but suffering on the inside thinking that the next day could be the day he writes his next best song or books his next best gig. And I've been living that way for years and years and years now. I'm still very much that same person, but I feel like I've learned a few things. And consistency is one of those few things. But I think undoubtedly I put a lot of pressure on myself. Yes, 48 years, you're right. And I want to believe that I am putting on the record my interpretation of my life and my thoughts, my past, my thoughts on my future, and my present. And I want to let go of the past and not fear the future. And in that space, create something new, something fun, something truthful, something honest, something meant to evoke something that hopefully is, you can repeat, listen to it. I'm firing on all the cylinders that I can, but sometimes I know that it's not enough cylinders. It just simply isn't. So I just have to imagine that I have all the right cylinders. And I think I just got oil on my fingers. And I'm not smelling my hands, I'm looking at them, okay? X or generation, you got it. I have to be a spokesman of some kind. I grew up, at least partially, in the 90s, man. I heard a lot of songs that had huge impacts on me. And they all had something interesting about them. And you can either emulate someone you love or just write something that you're not even sure if it's all that great. But you just go on a feeling, you know? And you have to think that, I have to think and remind myself that I am so happy with what I am doing. I'm so happy to play, I'm so happy to have the afterglow, have the experience, that I envision a big stage and a big audience every night. And it's not about numbers, it's about quality, for sure. I'm not interested in billions of dollars, but I am interested in having a very warm cushion. And I think that will free me up in some ways. Of course it won't solve all my problems. Not at all. And in fact, I wouldn't want it to. My problems are part of the tapestry of who I am. And that tapestry is a wonderful thing to wrap myself in, but also forget it as soon as I can, if I can. Well, I think that generations sped up kind of quickly, don't you think? And I think that there's understandable crossover between generations because the world has changed so quickly. It doesn't necessarily mean for the worse. Yeah, I think I probably crave the peace of the moment, and I think I probably have allowed the internet and my phone to like destroy my brain in a certain way. Not the internet all, obviously. Using YouTube has been amazing. Watching stuff on my phone has been amazing, but it feels like a robotic companion of sorts, something that's always there for me, when really I need to not have something there for me, and I realize that I'm too weak to shut it off. Yeah. I just don't want it to ruin social interaction. I think that's where my challenge comes into play. I see the older generation having no problem sometimes being on their phone when they're at the dinner table or talking to you. And I see a younger generation having no problem with everyone on their phone at a dinner table. I straddle the line between loving having the phones. I think it's wonderful that people can spend time next to each other and not have the stress of figuring out what to talk about, because maybe they would talk about stupid bullshit, and maybe being on their phones is actually really educational and interesting for them. Maybe they're all learning something at the same time. Maybe they're discussing. Maybe they're having a debate. So I'm not opposed to the phone. I think I am just fascinated that I want the phone to be something that can propel people forward and not destroy interpersonal interactions. I think I'm rambling, but I think my point is that. Yup. I need a break from it, and this is my break. But it's not just escaping, it is journeying to a destination. think I have always imagined in my mind what it would be like to live in a house where I wasn't a ball of stress. Where I'm not hiding parts of myself or feeling guilty or shame about parts of myself. I am feeling relaxed that I can wake up and have a nice breakfast, go for a jog, have a juice of some kind, tend to a garden, go into a studio for 4 hours, then unplug and then repeat that like a week straight. So I'm not punching in or punching out, and I'm not thinking of stress, all this stuff that's worrying me. I'm thinking only of just how happy I am that people are going to visit and how happy I am to have a space to myself for certain chunks of time. And I think that's where part of my ping-ponging brain comes from, is I want people around, yet I want to be alone. And it's a hard thing to reconcile. But I do believe you can reconcile it by first acknowledging that it's there. And I think that's part of my mission. Is even saying it out loud makes me know that, okay, I'm never a human that's ever going to pretend to be perfect, ever. And I'm not actually striving for perfection. I think what I am striving for is to relive something. And every time that I play music, I am in certain ways, and that reliving process is really warm and welcoming and fun for me. But there are times where I'm playing songs where I'm thinking very dark, sad things, and I just want to stop playing. So, it's weird to have this juxtaposition. I agree. And my flaws are things that I will always try to admit to and understand that the larger part of myself is a happy, glowing human that wants to do good things with a lot of people, for as many people as possible, for as long as possible. But there is parts of me that are obviously questionable and broken, and that will remain hidden. And that's all part of what makes me me. And I'm happy about that. I want the parts that are hidden to fuel the parts that are seen. I agree. I think flawed might become flawed and perfection. I'm just happy to figure out a new way to celebrate how awesome our uniqueness is. As a species, as an organism, as an individual, as a group, as a state, as a country, as an entity on the exterior of a planet drifting through a vast empty void of nothingness. Mostly nothingness, even though our brains are incapable of understanding the size and scope of what our planet is currently moving through it. Something like 800 miles an hour, or 1,000 miles an hour, maybe 30,000 miles an hour. It's some crazy speed that we're moving right now. And as we're moving through space, this signal goes out to the internet through a wireless connection. And it goes out and it can be attached to phones or tablets or TVs. And that, to me, is insane. That is like the idea of being a human lightning bolt, except instead of damage, you're causing regeneration. I tend to be very dramatic about how I'm trying to describe what I'm thinking and feeling, and I tend to use a lot of metaphors, as you know. Metamorphosis. That's my word. I trademarked it. I'm just kidding. But I'm just going to play a couple more. It's getting hot in my apartment. I'm going to play probably one more because my fingers are dying. I don't practice guitar enough. This one's called The Spark. The day you were born, how could I forget those eyes? The power of a hurricane, the beauty of a new sunrise. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? Yes, that's correct. This is the song for my kids. I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun have so many questions for me. I promise you this, I will answer to the best of my abilities. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. And I'll be the moon to guide you home tonight. I'll be the sun to bathe you in light. Don't believe anything they say is real. You will feel your way through the dark. You will be the light, you will be the spark. Someday I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I'm going to do something I have never done before, and that is start the oven before I finish playing and let it warm up. It's great. What an amazing modern amenity. It's not that particularly good for you, but in the future, I will do better with my diet. Someday, yes, just that emoji makes me hungry. I'll say my goodbyes. What more is there to say? I love you, please don't cry. I mean, cooking is in a big parenthesis, or a big, cooking. I mean, it feels like it. I mean, it takes a lot of skill to turn an oven on to 425, set an alarm for 10 minutes, and put a flat bread in the oven. Yeah, I'm baking. I'm basically a chef, or I'm a master baker. I mean, if you put me on that show, the Great British Baking Show, I would not make it past the first round, but they would bring me back every time, because every time I would make a pizza instead of a cake. And they would say, Peter, Chef PW, FPW. They would say, you make a mockery of the show, Peter. Why do you always make a pizza? And I will tell them, it's an art form. I sprinkle some herbs on top of it. That's right. I said some basil and some garlic powder. I mean, that's basically chef level. It goes pizza, filet mignon. I mean, they're close, right? And it takes a lot of skills. It took me years to figure out how to open the cardboard box. I mean, I was just banging on it, like, I can't get it out. So now that I figured out true cooking, you know what? I also have a salad, a bagged salad. And you know what? It's probably covered in chemicals. Thank you, Internet. Thank you, food supply. Anyway, I'm not going to think about that. I'm just going to enjoy it, all right? God damn. can't enjoy anything, can you? I'm just kidding. But I wanted to give a shout out to my favorite singer-songwriter in his 20s, Noah Kahan, because someday I want to jam with that individual. Yes, someday I will have a nutritionist. Someday my brother will cook me all the food. My brother is an excellent cook, and he cooks really healthy, tasty stuff. And Noah, I'm waiting for your text, bro. I know that you have a few fans. I get it. You're an up-and-coming art house coffee guy. I'm just kidding. I know you're huge. I was just joking. So my goal is I want to leapfrog from being an unknown in this kitchen to being on a big stage. And there's only a few ways that can happen, and time is running out. And I understand that it's not something that most big artists are interested in. It's a risk, for one thing. And for another thing, you're busy. And for another thing, there are people far better than I am. And for another thing, there's thousands of people that are probably asking or hoping for and praying for the same thing. I feel like I am like a very small object, let's say a ladybug on the ocean. You're right. I bought it before the recall, but you're right. I'm taking a risk. Playing on the street is fun. We are working on that. We are actively trying to get access to the piano that can roll out onto Church Street here in Burlington, Vermont, for the public to play for a few hours at a time. It's a risk. It requires some attention. I feel like it requires somebody to monitor it. But the goal is that if I can establish myself on Saturday and Sunday afternoons, maybe 2 sessions where I play 1 to 3 and then something like 6 to 8. Maybe even have a little speaker with a microphone and a little microphone on the piano to make it a little bit louder. I think it would be cool. So the main reason that it's not there is because it's stored on the second floor or the basement. It's stored on one of the floors. Exactly, I played in my garage for my neighbors. The elevator is broken, so we can't get the piano out onto the street, which is unfortunate. But it wasn't out on the street last year. I think it's been a couple of years since this elevator has been broken. I think that's what your question is. Maybe it's not. I'm notorious for answering questions I don't read correctly and I misinterpret. So forgive me in advance. And by the way, if I sneeze, you don't have to say bless you. I mean, I feel like we can give each other 10,000 bless yous now. Bam, you got it. So if you sneeze alone in your car or in the woods or at work or in the bathroom or walking down the street, you're blessed. Just take one of those blessings you got, a couple of years ago from your friend Peter Wayne. I just wanted to get that on the record. I feel it's very strange that we say bless you. I'm okay with it. Instead of saying bless you, I say nice sneeze or good sneeze. And they usually say thank you, so it doesn't interrupt the normal flow of the interaction all that much. But I love that they're confused as to why they're saying thank you, because you just complimented something that took no skill at all. So it's the idea of instead of turning it into a bless you, I'm worried about you kind of situation, it's like a wow, that was awesome, thank you. Because then, the sneezing is inevitable, and maybe if people could just let sneezes out, we'd be less stressed. Maybe. I get it, germs and all of that, that's worrisome. I don't want people sneezing all over me or anything. But try it sometime. I do it with people in my office. They sneeze, and all day long I get to say, good sneeze. And sometimes they don't say thank you, in which case it leaves a lingering tension in the air. Was it stupid of me or insulting me to say good sneeze? Did they expect a blessing? Are they upset they didn't get a blessing? So it leaves something uncomfortable in the air. So I hate sneezes in a lot of ways. You're right. And my understanding, people still say bless you, and they tell their children to say bless you. And I'm not opposed to the blessing part. I think it's kind of cool to acknowledge each other. I'm not opposed to that. I'm just, if we have to, from my understanding, it comes from a few hundred years ago during the plague, as people were catching this bacteria or this virus, I forget which one, that would kill them within a week. Their body would shut down and their organs would shut down, and one of the last things to shut down was their lungs, and it would mess with the air pressure in their lungs. So when you're close to death, you would start sneezing quite a bit. Yeah, right, exactly. I think blessings are interesting. I'm okay with them, as I said. So when people started sneezing, people would say, bless you, like, oh my gosh, this is the end. I'm going to lose my loved one. A mother, a child, a grandparent, multiple people. It was very impactful for generations, and that generational impact echoed through generations. That impact of people witnessing something so terrible, so difficult to even wrap your head around, that we say bless you still now as if one sneeze means that you're going to die soon, in a way. That's partly where the saying comes from. Yeah. It's fascinating. I mean, it's a blessing that you exist. And maybe that's what blessing the sneeze is all about. Could be, I suppose. But to people in my office that sneeze and I say good sneeze and they say thank you, I'm like, that buttons it up. Achoo! Good sneeze. Thank you. Nice. Feels like a good interaction. Sometimes it's out of nowhere. Sometimes we haven't spoken in 45 minutes. So, I'm blabbing away here, but I think I'm excited. Tomorrow night I hope to do a good piano session, hopefully, with a better sound. I'm hoping it sounds better. I am never satisfied, really. Sometimes I'm not satisfied enough. Sometimes I am absolutely psyched. But the one thing I am going to try to be is as grateful as I can. So thank you. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for existing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being strong. Thank you for being brave. Thank you for lifting my mood. Thank you for being a unique individual with unique thoughts and wonderfully complex emotions and thoughts and personalities and psychological lenses that you use in your day. Thank you so much. Have a great night. I will eat the pizza and have the ginger ale like the repetitive bastard that I am. Someday this particular routine will morph and change over time, and that is okay. For right now, it is what it is. I'm a repetitive bastard. Have a good one. You too, all right? Kick ass. I'll see you real soon. Sleep well, have good dreams, and wake up thinking good thoughts. Mwah.